Welcome to Pindar Poetry. We hope you learned something new.
You start by preparing the exact files and space Bootcamp needs. This is critical because Bootcamp writes partitions. First, confirm your Mac is Intel-based since Bootcamp won't run on Apple Silicon. Once confirmed, download a clean Windows 10 or 1160 4-bit ISO and make a full backup with Time Machine. Make sure you free up at least 50 gigabytes. Windows and apps grow quickly. Now open Bootcamp Assistant to begin partitioning. Do not skip the backup step, because partitioning changes disks irreversibly. Now you run Bootcamp Assistant and follow its guided prompts to create the Windows partition and attach the ISO. Select your ISO file, choose a partition size, aim for 80 gigabytes or more if you will install many apps, and start the process. Bootcamp will copy files and reboot into the Windows installer automatically. When the installer appears, choose the Bootcamp partition formatted as NTFS, then proceed with a normal Windows installation. If Windows asks for drivers, Bootcamp will supply them after first Windows login. Complete setup by installing Bootcamp drivers in Windows. This configures keyboard, trackpad, networking, and graphics. Run the Bootcamp installer immediately after first login. Once drivers are installed, restart and test peripherals, Windows Update, and sound. To switch OS, use Startup Disk in Mac OS or hold the Option key at boot to choose Windows. If something goes wrong, first verify the ISO checksum and that you had enough free space. Update Mac OS firmware and rerun Bootcamp Assistant. These checks resolve most installation failures quickly.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if we helped you.